Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to share with you the actual pricing for $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 54-year-old male. Now, first thing I recommend you do is go directly to our website at funeralfunds.com and fill out this quote form. And you just simply put the state that you're in. We are licensed in all 50 states. You select the coverage amount, you put your birthday in there, put the rest of the info, click Get Quotes. It will take you to a page that's going to show you all the best insurance companies that are all going to have the lowest rates that they offer for your age, gender, and the state that you're in. It's really terrific. It'll really help you shopping. You can also call us directly at 888-862-9456, and one of our agents can help you do all that shopping, and you don't have to do any of that, and they'll get you the best prices and help you understand what you qualify for. Now the first thing our 54-year-old male should ask himself is $25,000 going to be appropriate for his final expense needs? Now, final expenses, typically we'd be talking cremation or burial. So let's talk about cremation first. So right now, the average cost of a cremation in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. So if you're going to get cremated and have some sort of ceremony with that as well, like a celebration of life or remembrance ceremony, typically that's going to be around $3,500 to $4,500. Now, as far as, what amount of coverage you need, let's talk about that. For that cremation where you're coming home in a cardboard box or an urn, we would typically recommend getting around $5,000 to $7,000. And you might be asking yourself, well, if the cremation's only $2,000, why are we getting $5,000? Well, the reason is our 54-year-old probably wants to make it to 64, maybe 74, maybe even 84 years old. And, we just want to make sure that there's enough insurance by the time he gets there to pay for everything. And we know that inflation comes into play here and that things are going to get more expensive over time due to inflation. So we just build a little extra coverage in there to allow for that inflation. And it works really terrific because we not only inflation-proof the plan, but God forbid you died a little bit sooner than you thought, and there was some extra bills, maybe medical bills or credit card bills. There's a little extra money to take care of that in the short term as well. Now, if you're going to have that ceremony and cremation, that's going to be coverage-wise, what we'd recommend is probably around $7,000 to $10,000. And again, we build in that extra little bit of coverage, and we, just inflation-proof the plan, but we also provide a little bit more coverage right up front, just in case you die a little sooner than you thought, because none of us knows when we're going to die, that's for sure. Now, for a burial, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. So if you walk into pretty much any funeral home in the United States with a $10,000 check, they should get things done. Just trust me, it won't be anything fancy. It'll be very simple. But it's hard to imagine they would say no and let you walk out the door and then walk 2 blocks down to their competitors and give them money. So yeah, just understand that $10,000 is kind of the cost right now. It's not inflation proofed at all, but if you're on a fixed or limited income and that's all you can afford, it's a great strategy to get that locked in now. And we can always follow up with you later and add more coverage later. But most people would take a look at probably getting 10, 15, 20,000, sometimes 25,000. But, sometimes people will say to us, hey, I'd like to get $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 and leave some money behind for my children or something like that. The challenge is for some people on a fixed or limited income, it can kind of get a little bit tough on their budget. And sometimes they'll say, well, if I can't get the whole $50,000, I'm not going to do anything. And it's really sad when they do that, because the whole intent with them looking at this insurance was for them to protect the kids. And just because they didn't get this sooner in life, and it was a little more expensive because they're 54, they're going to say, I'm not going to get anything at all now. So we don't recommend that. We recommend you keep this insurance for your final expense needs. So get what you need, 10, 15, 20,000, whatever it is. And then at some point in the future, if you'd like to add more coverage just to give that to the kids, just take out a separate policy. And that's a nice, clean way of handling it. Now, if money's not a concern at all, you can get it all at once. But for most of the people we help, that's not a great option just because they are on a limited budget. Now, one thing we always recommend is getting first aid coverage or benefits. We do not recommend those 2-year waiting period plans. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But what first day coverage means is that hypothetically, if your plan were issued and approved today and you died tomorrow, the insurance company would pay out the entire death benefit, whether it's 10,000, 15, 20, or 25,000. It's going to be the best coverage at the lowest pricing. Now, some people would say, Randy, I do like that first day coverage, but I've got some health issues and I'm not sure that I'll qualify because I know they ask health questions. And we always say, hey, that's our problem, not your problem, at least from an insurance standpoint. And the reason we say that is that we work with so many different insurance companies and they all ask different health questions and they all have different underwriting. And really right now we're about 90 to 95% of the time we're getting people first day coverage or first day benefits. So we're really terrific at what we do. Really, the only reason we wouldn't be able to get you first day coverage is if you had some really significant health issues because you waited too long. Maybe you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months. Maybe you had dementia or you're on dialysis or in a hospital or in a nursing home. If that were the case, we'd typically refer you to a different insurance company. And also, it seems like every week we talk with somebody, they call us up and say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week. They didn't have insurance. We don't have the money. The body's down at the funeral home, and the funeral home director is not going to do anything till he gets a check in his hand. So we need to get this insurance really quick so that we can get that money to give to the funeral home director. We have to let them know that there's no insurance company in the United States that's going to approve a plan for somebody who's already dead. It doesn't work out that way. You got to be alive to qualify for this insurance. And it's really sad, number one, that their family member passed away, but it's even more sad they didn't have this insurance and now the family members are going to have to pay for it. I mean, they knew they were going to die. They probably looked at this insurance in the past and, said, yeah, I should get it. But they thought about it, never did anything about it. And then they just went and died. And now their family members are probably going to have to put this on credit cards, pay 26% interest and take years and years to pay off. What a terrible legacy to leave behind. Don't be that person that does that. Don't leave that legacy. This insurance is affordable. If you need to, just get what you can afford right now. We can always help you add more coverage later. Now, one thing we don't recommend is those plans with 2-year waiting periods. And Colonial Penn's a fairly well-known company out there. I think it's just because they advertise on TV. It seems like every 7 minutes they're advertising a commercial, right? Yikes. But their $9.95 plan, if you didn't know this, their $9.95 plan is a 2-year waiting period plan. Ouch. Yeah, man, you want to stay away from a 2-year waiting period plan if you can qualify for first day coverage. And the reason is, if you die in the first 2 years, it's not going to pay any death benefit if you die from any health or medical related cause of death. Yeah, so you don't want to do that. So Colonial Penn's not the only insurance company out there that does that. There is Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha line, AIG, Gerber, gosh, just a host of other different insurance companies. And some of these companies have done an amazing job of convincing the American public that, anybody over age 50, the only thing they're going to qualify for is a plan with a 2-year waiting period. To which we always say, don't fall for such nonsense because we help people with first day coverage all day long. Now, our 54-year-old male probably just got done watching a Colonial Penn commercial, and he's probably thinking, you know what? At age 54, that $9.95 sounds pretty good. I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 because that commercial is so slick. And then he calls a Colonial Penn agent or goes online and checks their pricing like we're doing for you here and finds out that 1 unit of coverage, which is $9.95, is only going to pay out $1,460. Now, that may cover the cost of a cremation in some parts of the country, but not all parts. But where it does cover the cost of cremation, it doesn't even matter because it's got a 2-year waiting period, and you're just going to have to just wait 2 years to get your coverage. And man, we don't recommend that at all, as we've already stated. So there's some people out there that would say that, hey, the companies that offer these kind of low teaser rates that, they actually don't even want to sell you this small, minuscule amount of coverage. They just want to get your information to get you in their marketing funnel so that they can sell you more insurance that's much more profitable for them. And we don't know if there's any truth to that, but some people claim that. And I guess you'll have to see if that makes sense in your case based off the fact that $9.95 is only going to get you $1,460. It's not even going to pay out for 2 years. Yikes. So let's check out, we want to get $25,000 here, but the challenge is Colonial Penn maxes out at 15 units. And I don't think we're going to be able to get 25,000 out of them. Let's double check. Nope. There we go. Yet 15 units is only going to pay 21,900, and it's going to be $150 roughly. Let's see what $25,000 worth of coverage would be for first day coverage. So $25,000 male, age 54 right here. Get a quote. When we go back, look again. This is around 22,000 for 149. We can look at this, 74. I want to show you this again so you know I'm telling the truth. $25,000 right here, 25, and it's going to be roughly $75. So it only depends right around 200% higher for only $21,900 instead of $25,000 over here. So Colonial Penn is well over 200% more expensive. And they're going to sock you with a 2-year waiting period, and you're going to have to overpay on this for the rest of your life. And this is first day coverage. It's so much better than those 2-year waiting periods. So yeah, let's do the math on that. If we take, we know the Colonial Penn's right around $75 more a month for less insurance. Remember, less insurance, but $75 a month times 12 months, you'd overpay $900, right around $900 on an annual basis. And if our 54-year-old male lived to age 64, 10 years, he will have overpaid right around $9,000 by going with Colonial Penn over a company that offers first day coverage that we can help you possibly get approved from. So why on earth would you ever give an insurance company an extra $9,000 when just by being a smart consumer and checking with company like us at Funeral Funds, we could save you $9,000 and make sure that goes into your bank account and that it doesn't go into the bank account of an insurance company. Because I'm sure you would agree, your $9,000 is better spent on you than an insurance company executive. So anyway, let's look at some other companies here. We're around $75. You'll be able to see all these different companies here too. 75. I mean, look at this one. Lumico, $104. So roughly around $30 a month. That's times 12 months is $360. Times 10 years, you're going to overpay right around $3,600 just because you chose the wrong insurance company, because you didn't work with the company like Funeral Funds where we can shop around and get you the best deal. Let's find another one here. Oh, Lincoln Heritage. Fine company, I guess, but yeah, I mean, their pricing's high. Look at that, pricing high. It is level first day coverage, but their pricing's high. So the reason their pricing's high is they've got a deal where when you pass away, they will supposedly call 2 or 3 different funeral homes to like get you the lowest pricing, maybe do a couple other things too, but it's not free. They charge for that. It's built into the premium. So you're going to overpay on that. So let's do the math on that. That's 116 minus, right? 116 minus 75. So that's right around $41. We'll just round it down to $40. So $40 a month times 12 months is $480 extra you'll be paying a year. If our 54-year-old male makes it to 64, you'll be overpaying right around $4,800. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth paying an insurance company like Lincoln Heritage right around $4,800 to call 2 or 3 funeral homes and maybe do a couple other things that only takes an hour or so to do? Yeah, we don't recommend it. Some people would say that's an amazing payday for the insurance company. We would agree, but by the same token, would you rather have that $4,800 roughly in your bank account, or would you rather deposit that unnecessarily into the bank account of an insurance company? Don't do that. But what we do is we recommend you allow us to help you get approved for the lower price. And then we've got a free funeral and estate planning guide that you can download off our website. And then you just print it out. And once it's printed out, you fill it out. You write down who gets what and what goes where and what you want done after you're gone. And then you keep that with your insurance policy. And then when you pass away, everything's in one place. And your family will know that you not only loved and protected them financially with the insurance, but also emotionally with the funeral and estate planning guide. And, they'll know at that point that you not only love them in life, but you actually love them in death. And you wanted to protect them not only while you were alive, but also after you were gone. And that's actually, in fact, when they would need you more than ever. And you provided this wonderful gift to take care of everything they needed at the end. What a wonderful legacy to leave behind. So we can help you with that legacy. Visit us at funeralfunds.com. We've actually got a special quote for our YouTube viewers, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. You can get the lowest rates, the most discounts. It's terrific. Take advantage of it. And you can call us directly to it, 888-862-9456. One of our agents can do all the work for you or answer any questions. But, if you got an existing policy and you want us to price shop it just to see if we can get you better rates, or you want to add coverage to your current policy, we can help you out with that. If you are looking for a brand new policy or just have questions, we can help you out with that. But we look forward to the day when we can get you the most amount of insurance for the least amount of money. We will be blessed to help you with that at some point in the future. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care, you have a nice day. Bye-bye.